In today's video, I'm going to be talking about my whole process of coming to Poland through the students route, from the admission process to visa application to the documents I submitted to my interview questions and how I answered them and appointments. So just sit back and relax and watch to the end because important information can be anywhere and you don't want to miss out. So yeah, okay, and so before I get started, make sure you like this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already.
Everything I do is for my woman. Anything I talk where you talk, I go do. Me, I know they see another girl.
Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In case you don't know who I am, well, my name is Prosperity and I don't know what to say. Ever since I posted my travel vlog and my last week in my life video, I've gotten a series of messages and comments like all these, and yes, I'm here to answer your questions. Really rare finding like people talking about Poland, like you see people talking about Canada, US and all that. Anyways, I'm here to answer to you guys' question. So I'm going to start from like the beginning to the end, like the full process. So obviously the first thing I'll be talking about is the admission process. So I applied to two schools, WARSAW University and WARSAW University of Technology. But I chose WARSAW University because it's nursing I wanted, not engineering. So yeah, the admission process is quite easy in WARSAW University and is a little bit more difficult in WARSAW University of Technology, and that is because WARSAW University of Technology, you are going to write like an online English exam and maths exam, but it was quite easy, but the maths was not that easy. Anyways, I got the conditional offer letter, but the reason I did not continue for WARSAW University of Technology is because I didn't want engineering. I got admission for engineering and I was, so for me to get like my unconditional offer letter, I was meant to legalize my documents, and obviously I didn't live in Abuja, so the stress of that. But WARSAW University did not require me to legalize my document for the admission. All I had to do was pay the enrollment fee of 150 euros, then scan my academic documents to them. Okay, I think they asked for like, is it eligibility letter from my secondary school? They also asked for like English proficiency. You can get a letter for that, but in my own case, I used my IELTS results because I wrote IELTS and it can't waste obviously because I did well. Yeah, anyways, after I scanned all that and sent it to them, I received a conditional offer letter, which is not the one to be used for like visa application. It's the unconditional offer letter or acceptance letter that is to be used for visa application. So the only way I could get that was if I pay either like a semester fee or a full year fee. So I paid and I got my unconditional offer letter, which I was going to be using for my visa. So that's it for that, sha. And by the way, I wasn't the one that applied by myself. My sister did the admission for me, but I knew what was going on. Moving on, I'm going to be talking about the documents I submitted to get my visa. So first on the list is a statement of purpose, also known as a cover letter. So this document is a necessity for visa application. Make sure it is well written. It should talk about why you chose Poland, why you chose your school, why your course. Everything should just be there and it should be very convincing. Yeah, I wrote my letter by myself. The statement of purpose should also talk about your sponsor. It should talk about like the fees you have paid and stuff like that. It should just be like simple. My own was like 3 pages, I'll be 2 pages, but you can make it shorter as long as all the information are there, but make it convincing, intriguing and well written. If you can't write it by yourself, please give someone that you know is good in writing. So know what they are doing for you, please. If they are the ones that help you write your cover letter, read it, because whatever you say in your physical interview matters. Yeah, it matters because they'll look at your cover letter and like compare to what you are saying, so it has to rhyme. So please make sure you read your cover letter if any agent writes that for you. Your cover letter should also like contain like the purpose of you studying in the Republic of Poland. It should talk about the reason for your temporary stay in Poland, and I'll suggest, is it suggest doing an affidavit of temporary stay or like affidavit of return, because these people love anything that has to do with stamp. I did it too. You can too, but it's not so relevant, but like I'll still advise people to do that. It should also contain your accommodation plans, whether you got an accommodation through the school or you got an accommodation outside the school. A lot of people will say that it's better to get accommodation inside the school, but let me tell you guys something. My school told me the accommodation was full, and I had no other choice than to get an accommodation outside the school to use for my visa application. So yeah, if you are getting an accommodation outside the school, make sure you get a year contract, and at least the first month's rent should be paid. Submit all the receipts and everything showing that to prove that you have paid the fee and all that. So next on the list is sponsorship letter. Yes, your sponsor should write this letter. You can also write this letter for your sponsor and make your sponsor stamp it if he or she is not good at like writing letters, because I also wrote my sponsorship letter by myself. Am I supposed to say that here? Anyways, my sponsor read it, but I wrote it by myself, obviously. So yeah, in the sponsorship letter, I should just state that your sponsor is fully responsible in covering all your financial whatever, such as your living expenses, your tuition fee, your accommodation, your transport fee, your travel fee, your flight, every single thing like that. Also, make sure your sponsorship letter is notarized by the notary court. Is it notary court or notary public? Make sure it's notarized. Mine was notarized, and my statement of purpose too was notarized. Like I said, these people love stamps. Anything stamp is fine. And please, there's nothing like too much stamp. So now the next on the list is the sponsor affidavit of sponsorship. Yeah, this should just be an affidavit saying that your sponsor is fully responsible, whatever. It should also be stamped, yeah, but this time around not in the notary court, in the high court. And if your sponsor is not like your father or your mother or your sister or your brother, that you guys don't have the same surname, you can do an affidavit of relationship. Yeah, you can use your uncle, your aunt, as long as you do an affidavit of relationship. Although people advise that it's better to use people that have your surname, but see, let me tell you guys something. You can use anybody, not anybody, I mean your family. I'm going to like post a screenshot of them saying only family members can be used. So as long as it's a family member, just prove that you guys are related, submit your affidavit of relationship, and you are good to go. You can also submit other like maybe pictures, whatever, to show that you guys are really connected. The next on the list now is, okay, I submitted an affidavit of temporary stay. So that's also called an affidavit of return, but I chose my heading to be affidavit of temporary stay. So in this document, it just shows that you are going to return back to your country after your studies. Yeah, is to show like ties to your country and to show them that this guy is really serious about coming back to his country. Yeah, stuff like that, and it should also be stamped in the high court. So now after that, documents I submitted were 2 passport photographs. They have their specific size on their website. I'll put the screenshot somewhere. Yeah, another document is your travel medical insurance for the duration of your visa or for the duration of your stay. Yeah, I did 3 years insurance, but some people also do like 1 year and 5 months. But because I saw for the duration of your stay in Poland, I did 3 years because obviously my course is for 3 years. Then the next is also flight reservation, and I use Ethiopia Airline for this. Please don't pay anybody for flight reservation. You can always use Ethiopia Airline for your flight reservation. Just make sure you do it like 24 hours before your visa. And let me give you guys another hint. Most of these flight reservations expire in 24 hours. So if you're using Ethiopia Airline, don't choose pay at the airport, choose pay at agent. They'll give you 3 days to pay at the agent. So that's what I did. By the way, nobody cares whether it expires as long as it has not expired on your interview date. The main purpose of that flight itinerary is to make sure flight itinerary or flight reservation is to make sure that you know what you are doing, you know where you are going to, not the one that will give you visa now. It will be hard for you to book for flights. Yeah, so that's just it. I almost forgot to add, please, your flight reservation, your travel medical insurance should both rhyme the date on your visa application form. For example, on your visa application form, you choose that you are going to like travel on the 1st of April. Your travel medical insurance should start on the 1st of April. Your flight reservation should also start on the 1st of April. You understand? But although there are sometimes that because of appointments, you may miss the date you filled on your application form. You can always correct that on your visa application day with a pen. Just make sure your travel medical insurance and your flight reservation rhymes, because they deny people based on that. Next on the list is my passport data page, my passport, so my NIN, my birth certificate. These are documents I submitted, my WAEC results, my IELTS results, my eligibility letter from secondary school, and I also got an eligibility letter from the Ministry of Education. Yeah, WAEC result was authenticated, my secondary school testimonial was authenticated by the Ministry of Education, yeah, and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, because you have to do that authentication before you can legalize your document. And yeah, you can also legalize your document on your interview day, because that's exactly what I did. So yeah, the next on the list is medical certificate. I submitted the medical certificate I used for my admission, because why not? Then I also submitted my acceptance letter, which is the main letter, the unconditional offer letter. Then there's also a document called Zaka, whatever, I'll write it here. Is a polished document, and this one is very, very important. Your school will give it to you with your acceptance letter once you've paid your fees and everything. So that is very, very important. So make sure you get it from your school will surely give it to you, Sha. So make sure you submit it. And next on the list was like my accommodation contract. Like I said earlier, I got I didn't get like a school accommodation for my visa. I got an outside accommodation, if that makes sense. So yeah, I submitted the receipt, the contract, and everything like that. I also submitted my tuition fee and my enrollment fee receipt. And I submitted a 6-month bank statement, but it has a command summary, because when I went for my interview, they asked for 3 months bank statement. But see, go with 6-month bank statement. I think the only reason they asked me for 3 months bank statement was because all my documents were not entering like the cupboard. So the interviewer asked me how many months bank statement am I with, and I said 6 months. Then she told me to put 3-month bank statement in only. For the financial stuffs of your sponsor, the bank statement, it should just contain the amount that's going to be like sufficient enough and sustain you for like your first year of living in Poland. If you're going to like a bigger city, just like Warsaw, I think Wrocław, is it Wrocław they call it, or Warsaw or something like that, please, the money in your statement of account should be higher than those going to like smaller cities, because obviously the living expenses in larger city is much more higher than those staying in lower cities. And I also submitted my sponsor's CSC certificate, my sponsor's bank reference letter. Yeah, if your sponsor doesn't own the company or receive salary, I think you will submit like pay slips. You still submit your sponsor's bank statement, but I think the pay slips, each page should be notarized by the notary public. Also submit like your sponsor identification documents, your sponsor's passport data page. Another thing I submitted, we like to submitted, but the legalization fee was 30 euro per document, and I had to legalize my WAEC certificate and my secondary school testimonial, so that was 60 euro, and the visa fee was 80 euro. And please, it's cash you're going to pay, so bring the euro with you on your interview day. So yeah, moving on, the interview day, the interview questions and answers. So the first question she asked was my age, and I told her my age, I'm 18 years. Then she asked for the name of my school, and I said it. It's been like 2 months since the interview, so I can't really remember how I answered the questions, but like I'm going to just say what I remembered. They asked me why nursing, and I think I said that's because I've always had the passion for nursing. I have the desire to make a positive impact on people's life and take care of people. Then I think she asked me to define nursing, what I know about nursing as a course, and I said nursing is the science, I mean nursing is the something sha. I can't remember what I said there, but I sha answered it well. Yeah. Then she asked me why I chose my university, and I said Christian University is a prestigious university, blah blah blah. I gave good reasons. I still can't remember. She asked about the courses I'll be offering: anatomy, physiology, psychology, whatever. I gave her. Then she asked me how I found out about the university. I said I found out about the university through extensive research and recommendation from some YouTubers. Then she asked me about other universities I know about, and I mentioned about 3 universities like Vincent Paul University, Vistula University, and Warsaw University of Technology. Then she asked me why Poland, and I said I chose Poland because of their prestigious universities and their commitment in creating compassionate, and caring nurses. Then she asked me why not why not US, Canada, blah blah blah. Then I said that's because I want to earn an European degree, as it will give me a competitive edge in my own country job market, that's Nigeria job market. I said this because obviously it's also another tie, to like my own country, so she will know that I'm really serious in coming back to my country. So that's what I said, Sha. Then she asked me who my sponsor was, how my sponsor was related to me, and I told her all that. Then she also asked about my accommodation plan. Anyways, I said that I have a room at so location from this year to next year. She was like, is there a contract for it? I was like, yes. I submitted the contract. Then she asked if I paid for the accommodation. I said yes, I paid for a month's rent. Then I almost forgot. Before all these questions, when I first gave her my documents, she gave me a paper containing 3 maths questions and an empty map of Europe. And mind you, I already knew that I was going to like get this stuff, so I already crammed the countries in Europe. So she told me to label 2 or more countries on the map, and like I said, I already crammed it, so why will I label 2 or 3? I label 20. Like, I just label a lot. Label what you know. As long as it is what the interviewer asked, just label it. I don't even know map of Africa. I legit know map of Europe. But it is what it is, anything to like get the visa. So yeah, that was it for the visa interview. Then yeah, I told her that I was going to legalize my documents. Then she requested for my original WAEC results, blah blah blah, and testimonial. So after the questions ended, she gave me a receipt, like a paper containing like the dates I should come back to collect my passport. And mind you will not know whether you got your visa on that day till after 14 days. Yeah, that I found out. And I didn't even like collect my passport by myself because the embassy is at Abuja and I don't live in Abuja, so someone else to collect like the passport, then yeah, like that. So that was it for the interview. So just make sure you prepare well for your interview and be confident. Please, confidence is the key. Don't shake, don't stammer, please. It will be well, then so that's all for this video. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to like this video, comment, then subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Just let me know what you think about this video in general. Yeah, see you all on my next video. Bye.